You are not invisible. You have just spent too many years hiding. Hiding inside your own head, hiding behind silence, hiding behind being cold, hiding behind the version of yourself you thought people would accept. And after enough time, you started believing the world could not see you. But maybe that was never the truth. Maybe you were not unseen. Maybe you were just afraid to be seen. It's Black Flag again. And tonight, we're talking to the men who carry one quiet wound. The feeling that they are not enough. You walk into a room and you shrink a little. You speak, but your mind is watching every reaction. You smile, but part of you is asking, am I being judged? You stay silent, not because you are at peace. You stay silent because you are afraid. Afraid that if you speak, people will see there is nothing special about you. Brother, an insecure man is not only afraid of failure. A lot of the time, he is afraid of being seen before he feels ready. Before he feels strong enough, successful enough, confident enough. So he hides. But underneath all of it, the fear is the same. If I am just myself, will anyone still stay? That is a painful question. And after enough time, you started believing that was the whole truth about you. But it isn't. You have been looking at yourself from inside your fear. Other people do not always see you that way. You see your own backstage, every anxious thought, every awkward memory, every place where you think you are not enough. But other people don't live inside your mind. They don't hear all that noise. They see how you walk in, how you stand, how you listen, how you stay quiet, how you respond under pressure. And sometimes, brothers, your presence has more weight than you think. Sometimes your calm makes a chaotic person feel exposed. Sometimes your silence confuses people who are used to noise. But listen carefully. The point is not to start looking for proof that people are attracted to you. That is still a trap. If you start watching every look, every message, every reaction, trying to measure your value, then you are still living in the same prison. The prison of validation. An insecure man often does not just want to be loved, he wants proof that he is lovable. And brothers, that is not real confidence. That is borrowed self-worth. If your worth needs constant confirmation, then you do not truly own it yet. You are borrowing it from other people's reactions. And whatever gives you worth from the outside also has the power to take it away. That is not freedom. That is slavery. A very quiet kind of slavery. But the answer is not to pretend you don't care. That is another performance. A lot of men get tired of needing approval, so they act cold, detached, untouched. But deep down, they still want to be seen, chosen, and told that they matter. They have not become free, they have only changed the costume. Real freedom is different. Real freedom is building something inside yourself, so approval is no longer the ground beneath your feet. Because a man with no inner life will always be hungry for outer approval. If there is nothing inside him that he respects, he will need the world to tell him he matters. Validation is not the real problem. Validation is the symptom. The deeper problem is that too many men have built an image, but not a foundation. They have built a way to be liked, but not a life they can respect when nobody is watching. And that is where the work begins. Not outside, inside. Inside your standards, inside your discipline, inside your honesty. Inside the private promises you keep when nobody is clapping. If you remove all the fancy language from Stoicism, one of its simplest lessons is this: do not place your soul in things you cannot control. You cannot control who likes you, who approves of you, who remembers you, who leaves, or how every person looks at you. But you can control how you live, how you stand, how you keep your word, how you tell the truth, how you handle fear, how you refuse to betray yourself just to be accepted.
That is where real value begins.
A Stoic man does not wake up asking, "Who will approve of me today?" He asks, "Will I live according to my standards today?" He does not ask, "Do they think I am good enough?" He asks, "Do I approve of the way I am living?" That is a harder question, because sometimes the honest answer will make you silent. Not because you are worthless, but because you know you have been living beneath your own standards. And that is where a man begins to change. Not when somebody chooses him, but when he stops letting being chosen decide his value. Your worth is not built by being chosen. It is built by becoming a man you can respect, even when nobody is choosing you. You can still begin building a man you respect, not through empty affirmations, not by saying, "I am confident," while your life is still chaotic. You do it through real action. Keep small promises. Do the thing you said you would do. Take care of your body. Build one skill. Spend time alone without running from yourself. Learn to sit with silence. That is inner wealth. Not money, not status, not applause, but a private world inside you that does not collapse when the outside world goes quiet. That is what insecure men need to build. Not a louder image, not a harder mask, not a colder attitude, but a deeper inner life, a life with roots. For an insecure man, showing up is training. Speaking honestly is training. Holding silence without panic is training. Not trying to impress is training. And if you live your life adjusting yourself to every set of eyes, you will lose yourself. Slowly, quietly, painfully. A man becomes free when he accepts this: I cannot control their reaction, but I can control my own integrity. The real presence of a man begins when he no longer needs to perform to prove that he has value. He is simply present, calm, grounded, with weight. Not because he has no fear, but because he does not let fear drive. Brother, if you wait until you are perfect before you allow yourself to show up, you may wait your entire life. There is no day where every insecurity disappears. You have to step forward while your hands are still shaking. You have to live like a man with value before your emotions fully believe it. Because sometimes your emotions need evidence, and over time, that evidence becomes real confidence. Not loud, not fake, just a calmer voice inside that says, "I will be okay, even if not everyone chooses me." That is freedom. Freedom is not making everyone approve of you. Freedom is no longer needing everyone's approval to remember who you are. Stoicism is not the absence of emotion. Stoicism is refusing to turn every emotion into truth. Feeling like you are not enough does not mean you are not enough. Feeling afraid to be seen does not mean you must hide for the rest of your life. Emotions are signals, they are not masters. So, if tonight these words touch something in you, begin taking that power back. Quietly. No grand announcement, no performance, just live a little differently tomorrow. That is how you begin, not beautifully, not dramatically, but truthfully. And real things are what save a man. Brothers out there, you do not need to become a different person to have value, but you do need to stop living like a man who cannot see his own value. Those are two different things. Do not use the sentence, "This is just who I am," as an excuse to stop growing. And do not use the sentence, "I need to grow," as a reason to hate yourself until you are exhausted. Walk the middle path. Respect the man you are today enough to stop despising him. And respect the man you could become enough to stop abandoning him. A man overcomes insecurity not by receiving more validation from the world. He overcomes it by building a life inside himself, rich enough, steady enough, and honest enough that the silence of the world no longer destroys him. He stops giving the world the power to price his soul. Then he quietly builds a man he can respect. Day by day, one small promise at a time. One honest action at a time. And one day, you may realize something. You were never truly invisible. You were just too busy hiding from yourself and too hungry for the world's confirmation to notice that your presence had weight. That's all for tonight, brothers. Tomorrow, don't go looking for more validation. Build something inside. Choose one action that makes you respect yourself more. Just one. Keep your word. Stand straight. Speak honestly. Don't hide. Don't perform. Don't betray yourself just to be accepted. And if nobody claps, that's fine. You knowing is enough. Black Flag is still here. I'll see you.